Hey, hello investors and future investors. Welcome to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to make an extra $1,000 to add to that salary you're getting with your regular 9 to 5. So, if you're new to options or you're trying to use options to make some extra money, then I have good news. You so happen to stumble onto the right video. Welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, investors and future investors. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I show you how I use my portfolio in order to make consistent income. For today's video, I have a question for you. What if I were to show you how to make an extra $1,000 passively in order for it to add to your already salary that you receive? Would that sound like something you definitely want to try? Well, I'm hoping the answer is yes. So, on this channel, what we like to do is that we like to help our small accounts portfolio grow consistently over time. For today's option strategy, I'm going to show you a two-leg option strategy that will allow you to make $1,000, and you will be able to continue using this strategy over and over and over on a monthly basis. Now, you guys know how we like to do on this channel. We're going to go ahead and get down and dirty with options. Now, when we say we're going to get down and dirty with options, it means that we're going to give you an exact step-by-step walkthrough of what we're doing in our portfolio so you could follow along. Now, for today's video, we're going to be using none other than ARM Holdings PLC. The ticker is going to be ARM. Now, let's go ahead and open up the option chain by going down here to trade ARM options. Now, here we are on the ARMS option chain. Now, the entirety of all this information below is the option chain. The option chain gives us enough information in order for us to make a very informed decision. Now, before I go ahead and demonstrate this option strategy, I always require two things from my viewers and also my subscribers. Number one is going to be always make sure to do your own due diligence before investing. What might work for my portfolio might not quite work for yours. Remember that. The second thing is going to be always make sure to have an exit strategy before entering any options trade. That being said, if you guys are ready, here it goes. So now ARM cost $114.58 per share. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell a cover call on ARM even if we do not own 100 shares. Trust me, the strategy is sound. Bear with me here. So I know your portfolio don't have 11,458 to buy 100 shares, but work with me here. This is going to be the perfect option strategy if you're trading with a small account portfolio. So let's go ahead and sell a covered call. And for those of you that don't know how to sell a covered call, you simply go to sell, you go to call, and you choose your expiration date. Now, this is going to be for monthly income. So we're going to go to May 30th, which is going to give us 29 days to expiration. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose our strike price. The strike price that I'm going to be choosing is going to be above the current share price. And the price I'm going to be going with is going to be $130 strike price. Now, the reason I'm going to choose the $130 strike price is simply based on my risk tolerance, my options experience, and most importantly, the goals I have for my portfolio. So those are the reasons I'm going to choose the $130 strike price. Now, with the $130 strike price, you're going to be paid. The reason why you're going to be paid is because you're selling this option. The amount you're going to be paid is going to be $3.25 or $325. Each option contract contains 100 shares, so you simply multiply your $3.25 by 100, and that should give you $325. So this is the first leg of this option strategy, and this first leg is going to be known as the covered call option strategy. Now we have a slight issue, and that issue is that we do not own 100 shares in order for us to do this option strategy. So what can we do? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep our covered call highlighted, and now we're going to add the second leg of this option strategy. So now we're going to go to buy, we're going to go to call, and now we're going to select a further out strike date. Let's go with January 16th, 2026, which gives us around 260 days to expiration. You do not need to go this far out. I'm just going that far out because I like to give myself a bit more time in case of any volatility in the near term. But feel free to choose a closer strike date if that suits your fancy. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to be looking at a price below the share price. Now I do have one here at 105, so we're just going to go ahead and use that. So we're going to purchase the 105 strike price, and we have a delta of 0.69. Remember the delta, we're going to come back to this as the video goes along. Now we're going to go ahead and click into this one. Now, the first strategy was a sell call, so we received some kind of money. This one is going to be a buy call, so now we have to pay. The amount we're going to have to pay is going to be 29.65, which is going to be 2,965. Now, the total amount we're going to have to pay for this option strategy is now going to be $26.40 or $2,640. The reason for that is because the amount of money we're going to have to pay, which is the $29.65, that's going to be reduced by the premium we receive, which was $325. So this option strategy is known as the diagonal or calendar spread. Now, this option strategy allows you to make income. I'm going to get to the income part in just a second. So if you are trading with a small account portfolio, you should, at the bare minimum, have $2,640 in your portfolio in order for this trade to be executed. Now, this is a win-win option strategy. There are several ways in which you could win with this option strategy. Now, before I jump into the many ways you could win with this option strategy, I just want you guys to know, if you guys need help growing your small accounts portfolio, then I do offer one-on-one coaching. The link is going to be in the description below, and it's also going to be tied to the first comment below. Now, here is the ideal situation you want when this trade expires. So for that, we're going to go back to our first leg, which was the covered call leg of this. Now, I did mention the entire option strategy is known as the diagonal spread or calendar spread. So we did have the expiration date of May 30th, and our strike price was 130. Hopefully you guys are following along. And if you guys are not following along, just let me know in the comments below. I'll try to make it more simple the next time around I do this video. So on May 30th, at expiration date, the share price of ARM is trading at $125. So not quite the $130 strike price that we chose. So what's going to happen is that this leg of the option is going to expire worthless, meaning it's going to go down to zero. And the good news is we get to keep our $325 that we received initially. The reason why it's going to expire worthless is because you entered into a contract to sell a call at the $130 call if the share price is trading above the $130 strike price. However, the share price is trading at 125, so no one is going to buy 100 shares at a higher price than the current price the share is trading at. Hence, that option expires worthless. Now, the other leg of this option strategy. So let's go back now to buy and call, and we're going to stick with the expiration date of May 30th. Remember, we're trying to close this on May 30th, although we chose an expiration date of January 16th, 2026. So let's go down just a bit. Actually, no, we could stay right here for the explanation. So we already closed off the $130 leg, and now we have our long call open. Now, I did mention that the share price as of expiration, May 30th, is trading around 125. Then now what we could do is that we could go ahead and close off our long call. And the way you do that is that you're now going to go ahead and sell it. Now, you're going to be selling it at a higher price than what you paid. And the reason for that is that when you bought the $105 strike, the current share price was around, let's round it off to 115. The current share price was 115. Now, the current share price is 125. You're going to benefit from what's called investment gains or stock appreciation. So that's going to be another source of income for you. So here's the income you're going to be receiving. And try to bear with me, this is not an exact science. I'm just going to give you the quick math. So it's going to be $125 right here minus the share price where you bought it at, which is $115. And that's going to represent a $10 spread. You're going to multiply your $10 by 100 shares because you know each option contract contains 100 shares. And that's going to give you $1,000 income. Now, that entire $1,000 is not yours. Remember, we did mention that little thing known as the delta. At the time of purchasing that long call, your delta was around 69%. So you simply multiply your $1,000 income by your delta of 69%, and that's going to net you $690. That is your net income on your investment gains or your stock appreciation. So now your overall gain is gonna be your $690 plus your $325, which is gonna give you a net income of a little over $1,000. And there you have it. Now, there are several ways in which this trade could go, and most of them you're gonna win with this option strategy. If you guys are interested in learning this and other income generating option strategy, then let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna show you one other scenario in which this trade could go. So here goes. So come once again, expiration date, May 30th. Now, this leg, the 130 leg, the share price has gone past it. It's no longer 115, it's now trading at $135. Well, wowzers, I think we have an issue. But do we? We do not. And here's why. Now, what you're going to do is that you're going to buy back this $130 strike price. Remember, we sold the call to get this 130. So now, in order for us to close it, we're going to have to buy it back. The reason you want to buy it back is because remember, you use your long call in order to secure this covered call. So you do not want to put your long call at risk. So you simply buy it back. It's going to cost you a few extra bucks. That's totally fine. So then that leg is now closed. But once again, you have the second leg, which is the long call. So this leg here is completely closed. You have one more leg remaining. And once again, it's expiration date of May 30th. We're looking for that monthly income, so we're going to close this leg as well. Here's what we're going to do. Instead of the previous scenario where the share price was 125, it is now 135. So now your difference or your investment gains is going to be 135 minus 115. That's going to net you $20. $20 multiplied by 100 shares is going to give you $2,000. Now your income is going to be your $2,000 plus your 325. Remember, this 325 on the covered call aspect is always yours to keep no matter how the trade goes. So your gross gain is going to be $2,325. Your net gain is now going to be your $2,325 minus the amount you paid to buy back this call here. So it's still going to work out in your favor, where you're going to get upwards of $1,000. Now, I don't want to make this video too long, or I don't want to overcomplicate the situation, so I'm not going to go into the other ways. But trust me when I say the other ways are also win-win option strategies. So if you guys are interested in these income generating option strategies and you're trying to make some extra income to add to that 9 to 5 salary that you're already receiving, that's going to make your life a lot easier. You don't have to do so much overtime. Then let me know in the comments below. Go ahead and join the weekly income team. Now, that option strategy that we just portrayed is known as the diagonal or calendar spread. That is just one of many income generating option strategies that can be used on a consistent basis in order to grow your account portfolio. Now, for those of you that made it all the way to the end, go ahead, like the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. If there's anyone out there you know struggling with a small accounts portfolio, then the best thing to do is to go ahead and share this video with them. Let's help as many as we can. And until the next video, keep pushing your investments.